All right, y'all, as I begin to pass out. Let me see how that look. All right, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. This is
Hey everybody, I just wanted to add a little disclaimer. This video is almost an hour long. I just wanted to put as much detail in this video as I could about living black in Seattle and living in Seattle in general as well. So stick through it until the end. I promise you won't regret it.
Cosmetic Belgrave here with another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So we're gonna do a video about being black in Seattle, like being black in Seattle, living black in Seattle, whatever you want to call it. We're just gonna say like Seattle. You think we should get a drink? Oh, we don't got no more.
You want to go and get another bottle?
We could just, okay, we just do this because we might get carried away on this. But I got some notes and stuff, so we're just gonna talk about. I'm just gonna talk about my experience. I got Faith here as well. Wait, hold on. Wait. We gotta do our intro. Your intro. I'm fucking up. It's okay. I'm gonna edit this video. Anyway, we're gonna talk about being black in Seattle, Tacoma, like Lakewood, that whole area. Being black here. Mm-hmm. We're just gonna talk about our experiences. So if you ever want to move here, visit here, you just know the deal. Because when I got here, I grew up on the East Coast. I lived in Brooklyn, New York. I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. I lived in the South, the East Coast all my life. So coming to the West Coast, it was just so different. Like, it was so different. I was just like, oh my God, it's a definitely not culture shock, but it's just very different. We haven't had a whole lot. I've only lived here for a year and a couple months. I think she's been living here for almost like 2 years. So we've only gotten so much. And I moved here during COVID. So when I came, everything was like shut down. So it was really hard for me to get into things, like doing things and exploring the city. But so we're just gonna talk a little bit about it. Obviously, so black in Seattle. Okay, I would say when I first moved here, it was hard to find my people. Like, you know, we'd be out there, but we'd be hiding and stuff. I eventually found my people. You know what I'm saying? You know, we always come together eventually. Like I said, my family is from the Caribbean. I love reggae, soca, calypso, all that shit. So I did eventually find like a little Caribbean spot. Of course, I went to the little hood bars or whatever, and it was straight. I eventually found my people. There's diversity, but it's not implemented well. And like I said, we hide, you know, especially with everything going on in the world today. I mean, obviously we have adversity everywhere we go, but eventually it got better. But like I said, it's diversity, but it's not implemented very well. You know, like I went to a HBCU, so, you know, I was looking for it out here. I mean, I found the people eventually. How about you? How's being black here for you? Like living in Seattle?
It was pretty tough because it was just like, I was working all the time. So it was just like,
yeah,
working out. And when I go out, I'm just like, damn, like, you know, where the black people at? But it's like, I'm used to mixed cultures where I'm from, but it's just like, here you see like a lot of Asians, Mexicans, but when it comes down to black, it's just like, I would say it's 5% black. I kid you not, it's 5% black. Mm-hmm. So if you find somebody black, like, you lucky. You gotta know what bars to go to. You just gotta know where to go.
Yeah, you gotta know.
Where to go.
Yeah. But yeah, it's us here. But you definitely just gotta find your way to. You know, usually we find our areas like to the hair store. You know, I had to look for all that. I had to look for the hair store for certain clothing. You know, they ain't got rainbows. You know what I'm saying? That. You know what, fuck, I like going to Rainbow sometimes. Okay. Rainbow, but they be having like the little stuff, especially when they got the new stuff. It's like, oh, Rainbow, yeah. I mean, I like everything, but I like Rainbow too. But yeah, so it's a different experience living in Seattle, being a black person in Seattle. But it's cool. It's not too bad at all. it's definitely an adjustment, but it's not too bad at all. But yeah, definitely not like compared to the South. South is very, there's a big Black community. Atlanta is big. Houston is big with Black culture. Even African American culture, Afro Caribbean, Black culture like is very big. New York, obviously, very diverse. Even out Cali, Southern California, LA. So yeah, it's definitely, it can be implemented better. We find our way everywhere. The resiliency is there. So yeah,
you gotta know the ins and outs, if that makes sense. Like the ins and outs, it's like really big.
Yeah, definitely.
It was this one spot that I went to go and eat at, and it was like a lot of like Black people.
Yeah,
and I was just shook because I'm just like, oh wow, but it was also rude.
And
What I did to you? Like, no, I was just like, why you being rude to me? Like,
why you being weird to me?
he asking you why you being weird. Why you being weird to me?
When I say that.
But yeah,
got some cool spots here.
Yeah, that's a little.
There's nowhere to go. Find your crowd.
You gotta find the people. We here, sometimes we be hiding. There's a lot of Black professionals here, obviously. But we usually find our way to each other. So it's not too bad. We just gotta look for each other. That's it. That's how it is here.
It's also hard finding like hair salons with like Black people too.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about that.
Don't think you're gonna get.
Let's talk about that.
Don't think you're gonna get a blowout, sis. I mean, you might get one, but it's gonna be hard. And I like to get my lashes done. It was hard for me to find a lash tech, nails. Oh my God, yeah.
You speak on that, and I'm gonna speak on trying to find like a spot to go at where to get your hair done at. So you wanna go first, or you want me to go first?
Yeah, it took me a minute to find like a good nail, and I love to get blowouts. So who could do my hair right. I did find somebody. You gotta look and search, but they there. We just gotta find them because, like I said, we be hiding sometimes. But how was your experience?
So with me being here, it's just like in the South, you can go anywhere and find like a Black hairstylist, but here you actually have to download this app that's called Style Seat, to be exact. It's an app.
Yeah, I know Style.
So when you go on that, like you gonna see a lot of places where it be like they can do braids, they can do sew-ins, and it's really hard, and like it's like very pricey when it comes down to hairstyles. Here, like me, honestly, like with this hairstyle that I got now, I paid like $240 for it, and the African did it, by the way, and she older, so. Like, they could be pretty pricey when it comes down to, like, box braids, like, sew-ins and stuff. And that's not even come with, like, getting your hair, like, deep condition. Like, you got to pay for that, too.
Yeah.
And, like...
Sometimes I just call it a day and slick my hair back. But so when I do want to wear weave, I'm going to have to search. You got to find for stuff, But, when you do find it, it's like, okay, I got it,
Right.
It's always tough in every city. Like, it's really tough. Because, coming from New York, I'm used to getting a little Dominican blowout or whatever. Nah, no Dominicans over here. I mean, they got them, but, not the whole salon. And, like in Miami, you could find go get a blowout and stuff like that. It's really hard out here.
So, like,
but those are some things, and we'll talk more about like food and all that stuff. Just a different way of life, different lifestyle for Black people. But it's not too bad.
But like, like this one lady who I go to, she's African and she in Tacoma. Man, she be hooking me up. Like she don't miss. Like she don't miss at all. Like I be having a hard.
When we find each other, we find each other.
Yeah, you just gotta know.
You just gotta know the people, but.
And and let's not talk about the drives that be so far. So when I go out to get my hair done,
oh my God!
Listen, I already paid like $240 to get my hair done, right? I take an hour drive and traffic back be bad as fuck.
Damn, yeah. The drives out here to go to different cities sometimes, because they be having certain things in certain cities. The drive is a good little minute, like from certain cities. Obviously Seattle's a big city, but they got the surrounding cities. Sometimes people be living in the surrounding cities. So And dries be hitting different. And
They
with
really
gas,
do.
what I was going, whew, please. When I came down, ooh.
When I came down. Ooh.
I'm dead, but yeah.
You gonna find some cool spots so to get your hair done, but just know exactly what you want. But the prices be different because like the cost of living is high here, so they're gonna charge you like higher,
more
like
than usual.
and especially where I'm
Going to the
from,
South.
like
yeah,
hell
she's
yeah.
from Savannah, Georgia, so yeah.
Like me, what my songs, I normally play like 75, but here I pay like 100 to like 125. Yeah, oh man, it be, and that's not including the weave now. Let's not say that.
Let's not
like
get it twisted.
ooh,
Yeah.
shit.
Gotta
It
have
is.
your buttons on
Ooh.
deck. But yeah. Anything else?
But you gon' be on fleek.
The weather.
Oh, that shit's so
The
fucked
weather.
up.
The weather is so
that shit
like,
bipolar. Like,
oh my god! Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that shit bipolar as a fuck.
Sometimes, like on the East Coast, the weather is like wishy-washy. But like I know living in Charlotte, I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina for like 8 years, or almost 10 years, and like it's good weather for the most part. You have all seasons year round. It gets cold like later in the year. Like in Seattle, it's like summer starts in July, and then it gets cold in like summer technically starts in July, but it does get hot like June. It gets hot in June. Yeah, and then it gets cold October.
Because it's like cold as shit right now.
It's like the first week of October and it's really cold.
Yeah.
So yeah, and obviously it rains a lot. Like when I first came here, I was in shock. I moved here a year some change ago last. I moved here last October, and it was just like as soon as I got here, October, rainy, gray, and then COVID was happening, so everything was shut down. Nobody was coming outside. Like I was like, where are the people at? Like I didn't see nobody. I was so lonely. So the weather is something else, and it does snow. Like I think it snowed in like January, late December.
Yeah, that's when it snowed.
It snowed, yeah. So you do get the snow, and you can go to the mountains like Mount Rainier. That's really nice. What else? We did have like a really hot day. It was like 107 degrees over the summertime. That shit was crazy. And like compared to the South, it's like humid as fuck. But here it was just dry heat. Obviously the West Coast like dry heat. It was so fucking hot. So the weather is like you get the hot and the cold, but it's just like only a certain time of the year like you get warm, and the rest of the year it's just like cold, like gray. It rains a lot. Like people don't even use umbrellas out here. Like when I came here, I was like, oh, it's raining, let me get the umbrella. Nah, you just going hop out your car, run in real quick where you got to go, and keep it pushing, because like the rain is like kind of drizzles, like it's not like heavy rain or whatever. Next we're gonna talk about the food. Well, how would you say the food?
If I could rate it from 1 to 10, like it's alright, cause I'm from the South, so certain shit I look for is just like you gotta go in the ghetto areas.
Yeah, very much.
You gotta know. You actually gotta know where to go.
Yeah, very much the ghetto. Like I gotta find the hoods. Like find like, for instance, in New York, food is like on every corner. You got the corner stores. Get you a little deli wrap or something. In the South, you got the little clubs who making like the little chicken or whatever. Like late night, you could go on the, get you a late night meal. I know like downtown Charlotte, they got the little street meat, like the Middle Eastern food, the gyros and shit like that. You get here, they don't got that. Here they got like a big Korean town, like Asian. It's a big Asian community here. So like you can't go wrong with sushi. Japanese, Korean food, like Vietnamese food, Thai, all that. You can't go wrong with. There are a lot of places, like so many. My family's from the Caribbean, so I was looking for Caribbean food, and when I tell you, like I think I've been to like 2 places. One is like a food truck in this area that I've gone to. And it's okay. Obviously, everybody from different islands makes different food, but it was all right. And then there's like this club, I think downtown Seattle. Yeah, I think it's called like the Red Lounge or something. And they sell like really good jerk chicken, but their oxtail is like, you know, but that's like a really hot Caribbean spot. That's what I love. And as far as like barbecue, I don't know. I ain't found
no good barbecue spot.
Nah,
I ain't gonna
like
lie. I ain't
Southern
found
food?
no. You ain't gonna find no good spot. You
Nah.
gotta know where to go.
Yeah, they
Really
do
gotta know where to
have.
go.
Yeah, they do have really good like fine dining places. Like I've been to this one place called Ascend in Bellevue, which I believe Bellevue is excuse me. I'm about to die. God damn it. Oh, Bellevue. Oh, my throat is dry. God damn it. Oh, God.
Get it together.
Anyways, I'm trying. Anyways, Bellevue is like a city that was like funded, or that is funded by Bill Gates. So it's a very like a posh area. You know, every part in every city, they have that very like posh, expensive area. That's what Bellevue is. And I went to a restaurant over there at the Lincoln Center, I believe. And it's like you go all the way up to the 30th floor or something like that. You eat there. It's like fine dining. It's really nice. I've also been to like a Texas Day Brazil that's over in like Tacoma, I believe. That was a decent place. But that's just only in my experience. I actually have a vlog when I went to the Texas Day Brazil. You want to check that out. What else for food? Like they have like they do have some pretty okay Mexican restaurants as well.
Is this one spot on Lakewood that's like really, really good?
Yeah, it's called Montezuma.
Yeah, always good. They got
that's
good
pretty
drinks
good.
too.
Yeah, they're kind of overpriced.
Yeah,
I've had
good
better
spots.
Mexican food, I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
it's pretty good. And they have like Nemo's, which is like
that's
the
good.
late night driving. I actually fucked with that when I came here. And you know, after partying, you want a late night snack? Go to Nemo's. Like they open till like 5 o'clock in the morning. Like
they got 2 locations.
They
too.
lit. It's drunk food. I'm not gonna lie. You need to be. It ain't like the best, but it's good. What else is like open late night? I'm trying to think.
I really think that's the only spot. Though,
one cool thing that they got about here, they got Bikini Baristas. So imagine you going to Starbucks, right? And I believe it's like, I don't know if it's 24 hours, but they're open late. And imagine if you're going to get you some coffee, right? And you roll up, and it's like they kind of dress like strippers, and you just order coffee. Imagine that.
So
imagine that.
So like, if you got kids, I wouldn't tell you to go there if you got kids.
Yeah, no.
Don't go there.
Nah.
I would not recommend that.
Yeah, it's very much like, you know, just as strippers serving coffee. That's what it is. Like that's something that they have over here on the West Coast that I could not see in the South. Obviously, because it's the Bible Belt or like the East Coast. Like there'll be some crazy shit happening, but. Yeah, they got that Bikini Baristas serving coffee as a stripper. That's really good. Not that they're a stripper, but it kind of looked like.
That's what it's given.
Because somebody was like, "Oh, there's these girls they dressed in bikinis at the coffee shop." I'm like, "What? Okay, let me see." Drive through and rolled up. I'm like, "Oh shit, she got her nipples out." Okay, whatever. But so next thing we're gonna talk about is like the view. Like the views and the nature life. Like it's very beautiful over here. Like nature, amazing. You can go hiking.
Man,
you can go like snowboarding, like Mount Rainier. You go snowboarding, skiing. I was actually supposed to go, but I fucked up and I had to rent like all my equipment. I ended up not going, but I don't know, so many people who went, they loved it. If you love skiing, stuff like that, it's a very beautiful area, especially the summers. The summers are beautiful, even though it does rain a lot. And it's when it's beautiful, when it's a nice day, it's so beautiful. Like they have beaches as well. I like going to Sunnyside Beach. That's
the best one that I've been to so far.
Yeah, we actually went to that one. I actually vlogged that when we went. It was just so nice, so relaxing. Like I said, the views are beautiful. The trees are beautiful. They're huge. The trees are huge. When I got here, I'm like, damn, these are big ass trees. Like, it should look like the Twilight Zone. Like, it was so, like, just very, very beautiful, beautiful area, and fresh air as well. Like living in the city life, you don't get the fresh air and you don't get to see the stars, but here you definitely get to see that. So that's something I really enjoyed.
No,
while I was here.
Hiking is really big here though. Like
yeah, hiking is really.
You could go hiking and find some good views. Like you can, like you could find like good lakes when you go like hiking and stuff. And,
yeah. There's so many like beautiful areas. Like I went to this place that was like 3 hours away. It's called Leavenworth, which is like a German town here.
I was supposed to go there, but I ain't never went. They got some good beer. They got some good beer, by the way.
Yeah,
y'all.
they do.
Y'all
like
should try
Oktoberfest. Obviously, Germany. You know, beer. I went white water rafting. I went in Leavenworth, and it was just so beautiful. Like I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm like, wow, the nature is so beautiful. The water was like actually very nice and clear. It was just nice wildlife. That's something I want to do. And Leavenworth is the big city here, which is like 3 hours from Seattle, Tacoma, 3.5. That's a very nice area. If you ever want to go to a nice small German town, that's essentially what it is. What else? Let's talk about the Space Needle that you've been to. Cause that's a nice view, right?
Yeah. So like the Space Needle, that's like a good view. Like you get like little snacks. They don't actually like serve food. They just like serve like little snacks like chips, water, like little snacks you can think of. But other than that, like when you actually go up in the air, it's like really nice because you be up so far. You can see the mountains. You can see like Seattle, Tacoma. Like you can see the whole thing. Like it's like you're on heaven. Like when you get there, you can lean up against the glass, and like a lot of people get scared. But I'm not scared of heights, but when I went up there, it was just like, damn, like, I was scared. Like, I was scared to lean up against it. Like,
damn.
It's like a nice view. Like, it's a whole vibe. Like, you try to clear your mind. Like, honestly.
Yeah, that's something.
It really is, though. Like, for real. Like, it really is.
That's
like,
something I wanted to do.
Yeah, so, like, if you ever want to come here and, like, get, like, a vibe, like, anybody who you come with or your family, the Space Needle is, like, a good spot. Like, it really is. Like, you should go.
Yeah,
I recommend it from 1 to 10.
That's good. I need to try it.
You should go.
That definitely goes into like things to do in nightlife. So you got to go to the Seahawks game. You know, I went because I wanted to see Russell Wilson, number 54, Mr. Wagner. That's But anyways, it was a good experience going to the game. We actually both went to the first game of this season. Since COVID. And it was really, I believe, there were like 60,000 people that was there. It was amazing.
It was a lot.
Yeah, Seahawks didn't win, but
it was a good game. It was a good game.
It was a good game. It was a beautiful
fight.
view. Yeah, and that DJ was lit. He was hooking it up.
It was giving.
Yeah, it was giving what it was supposed to give.
Most definitely.
So that's a cool thing. You obviously have to go to the Seahawks game. You got to try that, or the Rainiers, the baseball game. I think
you haven't been.
I've never been. I could have went.
My God,
but I ain't really into baseball. That's why I go.
No, but it was a good game though.
Really?
I forgot who they played, but I got the ticket.
Yeah.
But like it was a good game. Like it was a good game. Like
I've never been, but I should probably go while I'm here. But and I was able to get free tickets too, and I just didn't go.
Damn.
Anyways, so as far as like nightlife as well, so what we do on the weekends besides chilling with each other, we like to go to hookah bars. It's like, in the like Tacoma area. I haven't been I've been to a hookah bar because that's just something in Seattle. That's something I like to do. But I've gone to Venus and Mars in Tacoma. That's a lit spot if you want young black people. That's a cool spot to go to. What else are we doing on the weekends?
So like other than that, like what we on weekends, like we really just get together, like we just tap in with each other, really. Yeah. So like we don't know what's going on. Like
we try to find like black friends, young black people, young black group, whatever. And just like, hey, what's up with y'all doing? Obviously,
another place I forgot to mention in Tacoma is a skating ring. It's called Patterson West. It attracts a large black crowd. I think that's something that's really fun for black people to get together and do. So be sure to check that out.
From work, we all know each other, but Yeah, I definitely have to explore Seattle a little more. I did go
And Tacoma.
to one. I did go to one restaurant. I'm a foodie, so I love trying restaurants. I have went to one restaurant downtown Seattle called Frolic. It's very nice. It's like a skyline kind of view rooftop restaurant. Very like home style when you go in, but very like upscale. Like has an amazing bar. The service isn't like too that good anymore, but it's very very nice. It's kind of hidden. It's like hard to find as well. It was very hard for me to find it, but when I did, it was an okay experience that I had. Casinos. That's another thing you can do. Casinos. There's one casino like in Tacoma that is called Emerald City. That's like a really big casino, and I went there. That was really fun. If you like to gamble, that's cool. But it was nice. It was like a lot of people, especially during COVID. There was a lot of people. So when I would go out and I wouldn't see people, like I used to go to little bars every now and then. I forgot the name of the bars that I used to go to. One is called Top of Tacoma, which is like kind of downtown.
They
Tacoma,
got one. They got one called The Office.
The Office, yeah, The Office.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's
The
a
Office
good one.
is good. That's
a
kind of
good
pricey, but it's good. Oh, there's also another place called the McKinnon. It's like a big white building downtown Tacoma, and it's like it looks like a fun house. It's like 5 levels. You go on that, it's like it's really cool. We probably gotta go to that. I gotta show you that one. That's a cool place to go. But yeah, the casinos is lit. I heard they used to have like a live DJ at the casinos, but when I went, they didn't have it. But the casino is always packed. If that's your thing. I just went because I went with my friend at the time who wanted to gamble, so I just went. That's something that's really dope to do, like compared to like the South casinos. I mean, they do have casinos in the South, but like North Carolina, nah. But in other states in the South, like Louisiana and Mississippi and shit like that, they got casinos. And obviously Atlantic City up north and shit, they got casinos.
But Mississippi got some good ones.
Mississippi do, yeah.
They really do.
Like Biloxi, where was that?
Yeah.
They got some
They got some good ones. They really got some good ones.
Yeah. I'm still trying to learn like the area and explore more things because I know there's so much to do. I really do want to go to Pike Place Market or whatever. I don't know. Like that, but it's like downtown Seattle, and they're known for like their seafood and their fish and shit like that. I love seafood.
Oh, you talking about when you walk through that market? Mm-hmm. Oh, I've been there when my people came.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How was that?
It's really nice. You got all different kind of things you could buy, like different fruit, seafood, and stuff. And they like also got like some good, cool brunch places to go if you really want to go. They got some good mimosas. Like you just gotta know where to go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the hotels is like all that in Seattle. You just gotta know what hotel to pick. So like me honestly, I would say the Marriott. Like they is really good, but like any other hotel is just like you just gotta know where to go at in Seattle because certain places be like. And then like
I've been to Embassy Suites too. Embassy Suites
that's a good one. That's a good one. But like the typical downtown Seattle, you do really not want to go there. You want to go like, but like it's like higher. Like
that's true.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. So I definitely want to explore some more Seattle. The downtown life is really more recently I've went down there and I've seen a lot more people compared to when I first came here during COVID. That's really like I've been seeing more people out slowly but surely, and downtown Seattle looks pretty cool. Like it's a vibe. The vibe is like I was really excited when I came here because I knew it would be like a liberal place. Obviously weed is legal and it's I thought it would be like a obviously very like hippie like kind of liberal place. So I was really excited when I thought I was gonna be able to move here. So I'm still trying to learn and explore things. But one thing that is a big thing for me personally, because I'm so used to the South being inexpensive and cheap, here the cost of living is really high, and that's because they don't have any taxes, but they tax the shit out of you. Like, let's just say gas is like $4 a gallon. And that's just for regular gas. That's for regular gas.
No.
What?
No, if you talking about that's for premium. Like that's what I put in my car.
For $4?
Yes, but like anything else is like $3. But like Richmond, like,
$3? It's like $3.80, $3.90.
Yeah, but I almost pay like $5 for my gas.
Oh,
though.
hell no. My regular, my regular is like $3.90. I count that as $4. It might as well be $4.
That sounds about right though.
Yeah.
Like I can see that. I can see that.
Cause in the South it's like gas is cheap. It's like
Cheap as a fuck.
$3. Like, nah, gas out here, whew. But the cost of living is very high. Like living in New York, living in
even
California,
Cali high.
San Francisco.
So yeah, like even
Cali's
Cali
expensive.
high as fuck.
Cali
like,
is expensive. Yeah,
like-
yeah. Like, so the cost of living is very, high. So that's something to be aware of if you ever decide to move here. Life in Seattle it's not too bad. It's really not. It's really what you make of it. When I first came here, it was definitely an adjustment coming here. Being away from family and just the different way of life, different way of living. Every city has a different way of life. Especially if you're used to one way of life, you have to kind of get accommodated to the culture and the lifestyle. Here it's also diverse here, but it's not implemented very well. It's like, obviously I feel like COVID affected that, but there's so many people from different cultures, so many different places. You got your Asian communities, you got your African, you got the Latino, Hispanic, like Black community. There's a lot of different communities here. It's just you gotta find them. You gotta get out there and search and put yourself in the environment to be exposed by different communities, people. And I also believe they have a pride here too, that they had over the summertime, I believe. I didn't get the chance to go to that.
I ain't heard nothing about
but
that.
yeah, they had a pride here and it was lit. I feel like they also had like some controversial things going on with like race and Black Lives Matter. I feel like there was like a protest as well.
That was in Seattle. And they didn't allow us to go.
Yeah. So there's definitely that. So it's like I said, it's very liberal. Obviously, weed's legal. So there are definitely things about it that's I guess like laid back. That's different, from like other places and other cities. Like I said, I've lived in New York, where it's cost of living is expensive. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of culture and diversity. I lived in the South, where it's diverse. It's slowly started to get diverse. As
I can talk about the South.
I've lived here for years. Yeah, and
I can talk about the South. So
Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I'm from Savannah, Georgia. So like cost of living is like really cheap. So like if you wanna run out something, it's not high, and like you get your money's worth. But like here, it's just like it's really not worth it because of Texas, of course, and it's just like gas high, living high, like everything's so high where I come from, and like you just be like, you look at you when they tell you, they be like, oh, rent is like such. You would be like, damn. Like, like it just catch you off guard because it's just like I ain't never had that happen to me.
I ain't never had that ever happen to me.
So it's just like I can't believe this price. Like you telling me this, like I'm just trying to find somewhere else. So it don't matter where you go at here, you not gonna get what you want.
As far as price.
So if you from the South, you know how rent is. I'm used to paying like $1,500 for like a 4 or 5 bedroom. No, like that even an apartment.
Yeah.
So like apartments here be like
$2,000 for one.
It'd be like $2,000.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like
and the apartments here, they're not even nice. Like it's like it'd be some basic ass shit. And they don't be coming with central AC.
They don't.
It don't come with AC. So over the summertime when it was like 107 degrees, everybody was burning up. And all the fans were sold out. People was trying to get hotels. It was crazy. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm paying this much to live. Oh, no, honey. We ain't doing that. Yeah, they don't come with central air. I believe they have heat, but it's because it's such a cold state. Like so many more months out of the year.
Right.
This one day they got in the summertime, they had like 2 days. It was like 107, 110. But those 2 motherfucking days, oh hell.
And let's not talk about when it's actually summer here, how everything gets sold out. like in all the stores, like if you want to go to like lakes and stuff, like everything gets sold out.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
no, I went to one store and I tried to look for, I forgot what I was trying to look for. I'm like, damn, like all this shit going on, like everything gets just
sold
like that
out here. I don't know what that's about. Maybe, I mean,
summertime barely come here, so when it come, it comes.
It comes.
So you gotta get everything while you can.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Like especially like kayak. I do remember I was trying to go like kayaking, and I went to rent it, and it was like out of shit. I was just like, damn, that's crazy. That's weird, but whatever. I guess people love when the weather is beautiful here because they're so used. But some people also love the rain. Like I've speaking to some people who work with me, and they're like, "Oh, I love it here. I love how it rains and shit like that." Sorry, I love how it rains. Like I love when it's cloudy, and I'm looking at them like, "You crazy?" I love the sun. Like I thrive off the sun. That's like I had to like get used to it being so cloudy and not getting sun. I had to take vitamin C, like take my vitamins to get my energy levels up. I'll be walking around ready to kill people. Like I was so like angry and gloomy. Like so you gotta not let that, not being exposed to sun trick your mind into like feeling some kind of way. Like having your days, you just gotta push through it if you're not used to like the rain and the cloudiness. Because like I said, North Carolina, you get all the seasons. Yeah, it rain all the time. Like it's just like damn, especially during the winter. The summer, this summer was good. Like
it was actually good.
It was actually really good.
It was good.
People who were from there, they were like, this summer 2021, it was like sunny, and they were like, oh my god, it's never like this. So I was so happy. This is my first summer here that it was just sunny. Yeah, people say it don't get like that sunny. Like it's not that sunny like straight. Like there's been times where it's been a straight week and no rain. Like it was nice.
Well, I can say for the most part when I got here, it was kind of like it was cold and it snowed a little bit. Then after that, it was just like when it was hot, it was hot. And it was just like it was really giving, but over time it was just like raining. So it can get like you can get pressed here a lot with all that rain. So when the sun out, you gotta make sure you get all that sun while you can.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it'll be crazy.
Yeah, you gotta take care of your mind when you're here.
You really do. It get really depressing.
It will affect you.
Really do.
Yeah. Another cool thing I forgot about, I did here. They have ferries here, so you can get on. You can drive your car onto the big boat ferry, and you can ride to an island. Like I went to this one island. It's called Anderson Island, and it's so cool. Like that's actually somewhere I wanted us to go. You can literally, it's like maybe like $20 a ticket, and you can sit in your car, and you can pull your car on the boat, and then it takes you over like 20 minutes to an island, and you can drive on the island, and then you can go to their lakes. That's the summer. Obviously it's an island, so it's surrounded by water. So you can go and just chill, and like they have sections where it's like set up. They got like the barbecue area, they got a volleyball court set up, and then you can just chill, have a picnic with your people. Like it's a cool little island I've been to out here. So it's definitely beautiful scenery. That's
but where is that? Because I never seen.
It's like, so imagine if we go to Sunnyside Park Beach. Remember when we went to the beach? It's like down the street. Remember when I was pointing? I was like, look at that ferry, that boat.
Oh, that's where you did say that.
Yeah, that's what you get on. Yeah, and they was coming from the island. Anderson Island, yeah. They got ferries in Seattle too, yeah. They have ferries in Seattle. That's why I use the summertime. I always was at the beach, like laying out. Like you see families and people with their dogs coming out, just having a good time, like with their kids. Yeah, you just gotta find things to do. I know there are a lot of concerts here too and festivals. I was supposed to go to this one festival. I just ended up not making because I partied way too hard the night before and stayed up to 6 o'clock in the morning. But I was supposed to go to this little festival that had K Trinata. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He's like a real Haitian DJ. Well, he's like a Canadian DJ. Like he's popular in Canada. Yeah, they're supposed to. Who's the people who's from here? Like who's some people who's from here? Like popular people who's from here. Like. I mean, obviously we know Bill Gates is from, and is it Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee? I don't know. Who else is from here? Lil Mosey. Lil Mosey, you know that rapper? I don't know. I don't know if that's his name. I think it is.
I honestly don't know. Like,
who else is from this area? That's like big. Obviously, we know Russell Wilson is big out here.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Wagner. What? Who else? I'm trying to think. Seattle. Like who's the Amazon guy? What's his name?
Oh, he big.
I don't know. Is he from here though?
Cause I don't know, but
I don't know. The Amazon is out here though.
He pretty big because like you actually go to like, oh, actually, if you want to go to like an Amazon shop, they got somewhere in Seattle where you can go in there and order and you can like pick that shit up. No, like dead ass, like
really?
ooh, it's lit.
Yeah. What else we got? I will say there's some beautiful homes here, like in the hills and the mountains. Oh my God, these are like $1 million homes. Oh, the housing market is so expensive here. Like in North Carolina, you could get a mini mansion for like $400,000 here. For $400,000, you could get a 3-bedroom. Like the homes are here, like the housing market here is so expensive. Like these houses are like millions of like $1 million houses. Like, oh my God, there's so $1 million house here can't get shit. I mean, it could get you, but
it can, but like the marketing gets short here too.
Yeah, it does.
Like the living here, like everything gets sold out
quickly. Yeah,
very quick. So you gotta be like on your feet if you're trying to buy some shit here or like rent out some shit.
Right. I don't know well-off people who I work with, and when they move here, they're trying to find a place to live in this area where we live. Technically Tacoma, but we go to Seattle, which is the big city, you know, to hang out and stuff too. And it's just been so hard for them to find a home like in their price range, and that's something that's really interesting about here. So if you're looking for houses out here, definitely need to take your time, look for a minute. But yeah, the homes that are here that are $1 million, they are beautiful. Like they're up in the mountains. You would never know if someone lives there. And it's like, really? Seattle? I mean, because when you think of Washington, I think of Washington D.C. I'm like, I low-key forgot. Like, oh, Washington State? Okay, Seattle. Oh, it's all the way up over there, the Pacific Northwest. Like, who? What?
But also, like, they got like different parts of Washington that you could go to.
Yeah, and then Oregon is right there too. Idaho. I think of potatoes.
Ooh, Oregon is so fucking nice.
Yeah. Portland is like 2 hours away.
It is so nice.
Nike
like
outlet.
It's nice. Like
I want to go there. Oh, she has been there. You've been there.
Yeah, it's like really nice. They got some like nice, cool stuff. Like they got some nice outlets out here. It may be like an hour away or 2 hours, but I promise you, it's worth it.
Yeah, I believe it's like the biggest Nike outlet in the whole country. That's there in Oregon. And fun fact, they shot Halloween Town in Portland, Oregon. Fun fact. They actually have a festival every year. You know, like Halloween Town, Disney Channel. Yeah, they shot it there. So we have a festival. That's random. I was just reading that somewhere. I was like, oh, that's cool. They also named some surrounding cities. So there's Seattle. That's the big city, right? You know, in every city they have the big city. But then they got other cities on the outskirts. So I'm going to list some of those outskirt cities. So there's Seattle, flying to Seattle, obviously. I mean, they have other airports as well. But I'm just to give you the scoop on these little cities. So Seattle is obviously the big city, you know, big city. That's pretty, I mean, the whole state is expensive, like cost of living is high. But Seattle is like the big city, you know. Then they have Tacoma, which is more like, how would you describe it? Like middle class, suburban.
Tacoma is like middle.
And yeah,
it's like middle. So like,
obviously a lot of the surrounding areas are kind of like middle class, a little, you know. Lakewood is definitely Lakewood. I ain't gonna lie, there's there's a lot of homeless people here too. Yeah, I've seen a lot in Lakewood. Puyallup is actually nice. That's a nice middle class area. What else? They do have the military bases. They have a naval base.
They got a lot of bases. So they got a Navy base. They got
a Navy base, Army, Air Force Base.
They got
some Marines there too. Let me think. Oh yeah, so there's Spokane. I don't really know too much about that city. I believe that's where the Navy base is in Spokane. They have Bellevue, which is very, very posh, very expensive. That's like the city that Bill Gates funds. So literally when you go there, all you see is Benzes and Teslas. Like it's very high end. There's Auburn, which is like near Kent and Federal Way. That's another kind of like middle class area. There's Gig Harbor, which is like across the bridge from Tacoma, I believe. That's a very high end area, like
what
very
about,
high end.
What about it's
like you from Charlotte? It's like South Park.
It's this place that where I go and get my hair done. It start with a T, Tequila, something like that.
There's Tequila, which is
that is really nice.
Yeah, that's a very nice area. That's like really by the airport.
Yep.
That's like closer to Seattle. Tacoma is like maybe like 45 minutes from Seattle, so if that gives you Tacoma, Lakewood, Puyallup. That's like 40. It depends. Because I've like in traffic, it's like 45 minutes.
That makes sense. You know what? That makes sense. That makes that makes sense.
It could be 30 minutes. It could be traffic. What else? There's Linwood. I don't know too much about that. That's just another city. So yeah, there's Renton, which I feel like it's like 30 minutes from Tacoma. So there's a lot of cool cities, like surrounding cities as well. Yeah, so like I said, it's not a bad place to be. It's not a bad place to raise family. Like you definitely get a good amount of things here. A lot of people, it's friendly to immigrants as well. A lot of people choose this place to come and live. So yeah, there's a lot of jobs, a lot of work here. That's another reason people come to live here. There's a lot of opportunity
and
here.
Like you also get a lot of experiment. You get paid more.
Absolutely. Like, I think the minimum wage is like $15.
Yes.
$15 here, minimum wage. So
like it all depends on where you from and you come here.
But the cost of living is expensive.
Yeah, it is too. Okay, so like
I think the cost of the minimum wage in North Carolina is like $7.25 or $7.50. So if that tells you anything. I believe in New York too. It's like $13. I'm like $15 probably in New York. But yeah, it's pretty. The minimum wage is pretty high here. So if that gives y'all any, estimation of, cost of living here and how much you get paid, that's definitely it. Yeah, what's some other things about here? We pointed out a lot of the things.
We pointed out a lot in this video. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely an adjustment. If you're from the West Coast, it may not be too bad of an adjustment for you. But if you're from like the East Coast or the Midwest, it may be. The East Coast and Midwest, yeah, because the West Coast is a completely different vibe. Even LA and California is definitely a different vibe. It's definitely on a different wavelength. Weather is definitely different from the East Coast. I will say that. But it's not too bad. Once you get in the hang of things and you get to meet your group of people socially, it's really not too bad. I made some really good memories here. And I thought when I first got here, I thought I wasn't gonna like it, especially with COVID. But this is not too big. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So yeah,
shit crazy, and it's crazy how we met. Like that shit was crazy how we met though. Like, that shit was crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
So drive on Mountain Rainier too. So like once once you get up on it, it's like $20 per person, so it's like $40 if you got two persons with you, and you really just like ride, and like you can go to like little cabins and stuff. Like you got different views you can see. Like you can walk different paths and stuff. Like
that's nice.
And it's really nice. Like and it's really worth it. So like when like actually my people came and paid for it, it was just like, oh, you riding the mountains? I'm just like, oh, for real, I'm riding the mountains. Oh, and it was like you be so high up on the mountains, you would be like, I don't even feel like they got some good rivers like when you go on Mountain Rainier, like.
Oh, you can go four-wheeling too. That's what I want to do. Or you can go four-wheeling. That's what it's called, four-wheeling, right? Yeah, four-wheeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I also I've heard so many people go to this place. I really want to go to this place. It's I don't know if you're familiar with the Chateau Saint Michelle Riesling vineyard. They make Riesling here, and that's something that's big. They have like a variety of vendors there. Is what I've been told. That's somewhere I really want to go. If you love wine, if you love Riesling, if you love white wine, this is the place. This is where they make the famous Chateau Saint Michelle wine. It's what the vineyard is. So that's something like exciting to do if you want to go. That's
I mean,
I think we gave y'all like a scoop. Like we gave y'all real tea. Because like I had to say certain places and certain things, so you have like, okay, I gotta go here or I gotta go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I haven't been everywhere, but this has just been the year and some change that I've been here. She's been here 2 years, so that's just the real tea.
And if anything y'all want to know, just comment. Anything y'all want to know,
tell us your experience.
Just let us know
Drop
something.
Food places,
It's
any
this cool place,
suggestions?
man. It's this cool place in Tacoma called Red Hot. They got some good ass hot dogs, and they serve drinks.
Really?
Yo, yes sir.
Yes. Oh, I've been to
Farrah's.
That
Man, I gotta take you to Red Hot. Man.
Oh yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
They got some good spots to eat.
Yeah, they be having like some low key spots. You just gotta find it. You gotta be willing to explore and try things. But they do got some stuff. It may not be what I'm used to. I love Korean food. But
and know exactly what you want. Know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Like exactly.
Yeah.
To be
exact.
exact.
And a lot of places close early too. That's something that's interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of places close early. But other than that,
yeah,
they got some good little stuff. All right, well, that is our video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you watch this all the way to the end. Like I said, if you have any questions, if you want any guidance on anything, or if you have any suggestions, let me know. I might keep this series going about new things that I've tried here. Oh yeah, I actually went horseback riding.
I ain't never been
I went
there.
horseback riding in the mountains. Yeah,
in the mountains.
Yes, I went horseback riding in the mountains.
I never did that.
Yeah, you gotta try that. I can't remember what it's called, but that's something y'all can do. But anyways, but yeah, I hope we answered all your questions about everything. Always comment, like, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at Cosmetic Belgrave. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to y'all later. And then I like to do like little thumbnails, like yeah. And then so, all right, y'all, and then peace out.